power when it comes to Target, but there are Black entrepreneurs who are also selling at Target who are negatively impacted by this as well. A new report from the Wall Street Journal, they went through sales of Play Pits, which is Black owned. They said sales at Target of that product have fallen about 30% since April. Beautiful Curly Me also attributing reduced sales to your boycott. So what do you say to those business owners, right, who are members of the communities that you are, conducting this boycott on behalf of?
We're so mindful of them. That's why we partnered with the U.S. Black Chamber of Commerce. Over 250,000 people have signed up at targetfast.org. And when they do so, we send them a digital directory of over 150,000 Black businesses across the country. We want to support those businesses. We're just not going to do it at Target.
Look at the face of this pastor person. Look at his face. He don't like white people. He does not like white people. I'm fully convinced this man does not like white people. And he's a pastor. Anyway, man, I'm gonna tell you why I'm rooting for Target. And I know a lot of Black Americans gonna dislike me for this one, but I just gotta say it, man. This whole DEI thing, the reason that this person's doing it, it's not biblical. It's not biblical whatsoever. What's a Target fast? Like, the only fasts I really know about are fasting food, fasting liquids perhaps, but a Target fast, fasting in a department store. And at first they said it was gonna be a 40-day fast, and now it's a full-out ban. And the whole reason of it is so that Target can get the message that they need to support Black businesses. Now, here's the thing. I would be in support of this whole Target, quote unquote, Target fast thing if Target had all these stores in America and they had no Black employees or had no people of color. But you go to Targets everywhere and there are people of color. There's diversity in there. But just because the DEI policy, they're getting rid of it, doesn't mean that they're going back to plantation days. It doesn't mean that they're not going to hire Black people anymore. They're not going to hire people of color. And what bugs me about this banning of Target is that, look, if you don't want to support Target, then don't support them. Just don't go to the store. If you don't like a store, just don't go to it. Why are you doing this whole boycott thing where Target is losing money in certain areas? I don't believe they're losing a whole lot of money. They're losing money. But think about this. Okay, so the pastor says they have 250,000 people that have signed up. And that's a lot of people. But at the same time, America has almost 400 million people. So you're thinking 250,000 people out of 400 million people, Target's still gonna make their money, right? And you see in the beginning of the video where the CNN reporter mentions two Black businesses that have lost quite a bit of money since this boycott. And the pastor saying that, if you sign up for the Target boycott, then they'll be directed to a bunch of Black-owned businesses that they can support. But here's the thing. I don't believe the motivation behind this. I don't believe it's not biblical, and that's why I don't support it. This is all political. I don't support anybody who uses their services for politics only and for culture only. There's a problem, particularly in America, where Christians, and I will put it out there, Black Christians have focused way more on culture than Christianity. And it's gotten to the point, it's a big distraction. It's a big distraction from kingdom work. I'm rooting for Target for this because Not like I'm a big Target supporter. I couldn't care less. I'm not one that if Target was in Canada. I mean, Target was in Canada for a couple of years. They quickly they were gone quickly because they just couldn't compete with Walmart. But when Target was doing this whole, you know, promoting a lot of stuff that was sinful back in the day, with the LGBTQ stuff and all those different things, we didn't see any churches doing a Target fast then. But then all of a sudden, oh, DEI, they're canceling DEI, and all of a sudden you want to do a Target fast. And I just don't support it. Yes, it's great to have black owned businesses, but when you make it the point that everybody has to suffer, other people have to suffer in order for black owned businesses to thrive, I'm not down with that. I'm not down with that. And also I'm not down with the fact that you want to boycott Target when Target does have black employees. So what about those black employees now? What happens if Target happens to lay off people because of this fast? Is that church going to find them other jobs? What about people who have Target stock and they're doing well in it? Are you telling your congregation to drop the stock? Like there's just so much things that are not. I'm just not cool with this fast. And now obviously they're gonna target some other companies after they are done with Target. But it feels like a takeover. It feels like it's just something that you're not drawing people to Christ doing this. This is all political. This is all a social justice movement. And you could come at me with, oh, well, Jesus cared for everyone, and this is, Jesus cares for social justice and stuff. But under what condition? Where one race gets glorified and everybody else gets suffered as a result of it? Where it's vengeance is mine type attitude? Like, is that gonna get victory? Is Christ gonna get glorified in that? I don't know, man. Kind of rooting for Target in this one. Doesn't mean I'm gonna go to Target and buy stuff, but at the same time, it doesn't mean I'm gonna stay away from the store if I need to buy something either. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts about this whole thing? I'm done with it. Like I said, this is another example of black fatigue. That is, it just seems like it's just not going anywhere, and I don't, honestly, it just, the state of America, and it's creeping on over here too. So it's not like Canada's getting avoided from it, but American news does tend to dominate in many areas. But anyway, what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on this Target fast? Who are you rooting for? You rooting for black culture to win this? Or are you rooting for Target to win this? Or are they both losers in this? I don't know. Drop it in the comments. Like, share, and subscribe to Born with Purpose. And until the next topic and the next walk, I'm out. God bless. Peace.